Going live here, 1:10 a.m., March 5th. Jake Roberts appeared in All Elite Wrestling last night on their Dynamite show in a segment with Cody Rhodes. AEW was also in the news today because TMZ ran a story on MJF giving a kid a finger. How that is news is beyond me. Ted Hart, unfortunately, is back in jail for some reason that I really don't know why. It does appear that we are going to very likely replace him for the August 8th Great North Wrestling event in Ottawa. We already have Davey Boy Smith Jr. on that event, Tony Atlas, the Almighty Sheik, Joseph Simmel, Blood Hunter, Lufisto, Jeremy Prophet, many others. But I will replace Ted because we don't want to risk having any issues, and it seems like he's going through a rough time right now. Josh Barnette, who unfortunately wasn't medically approved for his fight that he was supposed to have in Bellator last year, again failed the medical requirement for his Bellator fight March 13th. So he's out of his Bellator fight. So is this the end of Josh Barnette in MMA? He seems to be having a lot of issues with the commissions. Ali Hammond, what's happened with Teddy Hart? I don't know. It had something to do with, from what I understand, something to do with his house arrest being violated or something like that. I don't know. I don't know the details on it. He was in contact with me over the past week, but who knows if he can get himself straightened out. We'd love to see him back in Great North Wrestling in the future, but as I said, I think we will find a replacement for him for our August event. Any new names on the WWE Hall of Fame? Isban says, well, I did mention yesterday JBL is going in. Some people had problems with that, but if you look at the Coco Beware bar, JBL is well above the Coco Beware bar. So I don't see why JBL shouldn't go in if they're putting Hulk Hogan in twice, Kevin Nash in twice, X-Pac in twice. Some people said, well, why hasn't Haku even been in once? Why hasn't Kamala been in once? I don't know. If you want to know why the Bellas are in, well, John Laurinaitis, wasn't he head of talent relations for a long time in WWE? He still works in the office. He is married to the Bella's mother, so I'm sure that has something to do with it. Christopher Travers, hello from St. Thomas, Ontario. Hello to you. And we all appreciate you, but it isn't mentioned enough. Chris B says, well, thank you. Hey from Cali, Carlos Morales says, I'll be back in California at the end of this month interviewing quite a few wrestlers. Who's the next guy I'm going to interview? Tony Atlas this weekend in Albany, and I'm planning on getting a lot of short interviews there too. So anyone with questions, suggestions for Tony Atlas, put them in the comments of these posts or message me on Twitter at Devon Hannibal. Will Billy Jack Haynes be next to appear in AEW? Original Y says, well, he'd be up for it. I know that. Dave McMichael says JBL was a great heel. He once worked with Eddie. Yeah, and I think I was actually being used as an extra on his actual the match he had with Rey Mysterio on SmackDown in WWE. I think that may have been his last match in WWE, and he was a good heel. I have no issues with him putting JBL in there. Anyways, have a good night, everybody.